Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Mike here, the FPV Evil Monkey guys, and today I've got a new product that just came in. Now this has been out for a while, so this is just going to be my unboxing, show you how to set it up, how to work it. The Speedy Bee Bluetooth USB adapter. So what this basically does is it allows you to make configuration changes within Betaflight to your flight controller on the fly. So basically if you're out in the field, racing, flying, whatever, need to make a change to your PIDs, need to make a change to one of your modes, whatever, you can do it through here, and I'm going to show you how. So first thing, once we get this thing out of the box, is we're going to have to solder up our XT60 connector to the negative and to the positive side. So I'm going to go ahead and get my soldering iron going. So these wires are a little thin. They're usually a little bit thicker, so I just went ahead, soldered them to the side just like that. I'm not a master solderer by any means. I'm okay at best, but at least they stayed. So after you're done soldering, inside the little plastic case here that it comes in, they give you a clear bit of plastic shrink wrap. So what I did was I just put it down from the bottom and pushed it up just to where it lined up there with the board, and then used my heat gun to heat up that wrap so that way it keeps everything nice and safe in here. So that's a pretty cool thing. So next what we'll do is we'll kind of do a walkthrough and show you how to fire this thing up and how it works. Next, what you want to do is download the Speedy Bee app. You can find that on the Google Play Store, or you can find it in the Apple Store as well. So I've got it on my phone. Alright guys, so now that we've gotten our Speedy Bee all good to go, we're going to go ahead and hook it up to an actual drone. So what you want to do is just get any 4S battery. I'm just using one of my old 1300 ones that I don't use anymore. Just plug it right into the XT60, just like that. You'll see you'll have some power right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug it right into our flight controller, just like so. There we go. And you can see the light is flashing the blue, so that means we're connected to the flight controller. So once we have that, next what we have to do is go into the app. So I've got it on my iPad, so I'm going to go ahead and pan over here for just a second, guys, so that way you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so this does work on the iOS as well as Android. I tested it. I'm just filming from my phone, so hit your Speedy Bee app, it will pop up, and it's going to say tap to start scanning. So you're going to tap it, and it's going to find the Bluetooth right there, and you're going to tell it to connect to it, and there we go. It takes literally about 15 seconds. And just to show you guys, so you can see as I'm normally, like you would see normally in Betaflight, see how it's moving. And then also you'll notice right over here, that third light over on the right, it's kind of a green color. That will show you that the app is actually physically connected to your drone. And that's really it. So there's really no need to have to carry around a heavy laptop or anything anymore. So I'm going to kind of walk you guys through some of the settings here so you can kind of see them real quick. Okay, so I had to turn off the light because I was getting a reflection from the lights above. So as you can see, this is the normal ports tab, or the configuration tab that you would see in Betaflight. And when I move the drone left and right, everything like that, it looks just like the same as Betaflight, which is pretty cool. If you click here to the little one that kind of looks like a plug, that's your actual ports. So you can configure all your UART ports and everything like that, just like the same as in Betaflight, which is pretty sweet. And then you have your configuration tab. So this is where you can set up like all of your different your accelerometer if you want. You can set up your arming. Basically anything that you can do in Betaflight, you can do in here. So you can see I've got everything on here, and it looks exactly the same. And then you can go over to your batteries. So if you want to set up your battery voltage, you can go there. You can set up your fail-safe. You can set up your PID tuning. So that's pretty cool. And you can also set up your receiver tab. Now, I don't have a battery plugged into the actual drone, so the receiver is currently not connected. But if it was, you'd be able to see here. So if you were having like an arming issue, you could see what was going on. And in here, this is your modes screen. So this would be when it takes a second. Some of the screens take a second. This is where you set up like your angle mode, horizon mode, acro mode, everything like that. So that's pretty cool. And then here's your motors tab. So this is actually really cool. So you can actually plug your drone in if you wanted to, and of course with the props off, and you could actually turn this on like so, see? And you could actually test your motors to make sure that they're spinning or not spinning or anything like that. You have an OSD screen, and it looks just like the Betaflight. It actually looks a little bit better on this screen. It's actually really nice. So you can set what you have on yours. So like me, I just have like my warnings in the middle, my voltage, my RSSI. I don't have it on this one because I don't need it. It's my race drone, but you can set it on like your freestyle drone if you wanted to. Everything like that. So that's another really cool feature. So we'll exit out of this full screen. And then the other menu right here, this is your LED strip setup. So if you have an LED strip on your drone, you can set that up. And right here is your mode and pin association. I'm guessing this is for like, looks like a run cam DVR, so I don't use any of this, so I don't need it. And then there's your VTX. So if you're running like what is it, through the OSD, where you can change like your channels and such like that, you can actually go in here and actually set it. So that's kind of cool. And then the last one here is actually you get a full functioning CLI tab, which is really cool. So like I said, you can do everything in here that you would normally be able to do in Betaflight. The only thing I don't think you can do is you cannot flash the firmware. So anything to do with like firmware, if you want to upgrade the firmware or anything like that. And then when you're done, you can hit disconnect up here at the top. And then also I saw this little tab over here. It's called ESC. So if you click on that, this is going to connect to it. And I believe this is where you can click read. And it'll actually, okay, no ESC is found. That's because I don't have any power to it. But it's basically, it's kind of like the same thing as BL Heli, which is kind of cool. Now, the only thing is I think this does have to be connected to the internet to work. But that's pretty much it, guys. It's a full Betaflight configurator right here on a tablet. So I don't have to bring a whole laptop. I can just bring this with me, and then boom, I've got everything that I need to connect to Betaflight, which is pretty cool. So you can go back up here again. Welcome to Speedy Bee, and you can click tap again, and then just look for, it'll always say like something like that, and it takes about maybe 10 seconds, and it connected. And there's those lights that I was talking about. Kind of hard to see them. So the one to the far left is red. The one in the middle is blue. So the red means you've got power. Blue means you're connected to the flight controller. And green means that the USB connector or adapter is actively talking to the application, which is pretty cool. So guys, this has been my unboxing, setting up, and just general overview of the Speedy Bee Bluetooth USB adapter. Now I know this has been out for a while, so this video is more geared towards maybe some new guys that are just coming into the hobby, or just learning how to program into Betaflight, and don't want to have to bring a laptop or anything like that. So this is definitely a great tool to have while you're out in the field. If you're going to be doing racing, freestyle, whatever, you need to get into Betaflight and change stuff so you don't have to lug around a laptop. And it's really cool. And it, like you saw, it takes about 15 seconds, maybe if that, to connect to the Bluetooth, which is absolutely awesome, and you can do everything in there. So guys, if you liked my unboxing and review setup of the Speedy Bee Bluetooth USB adapter, please hit the thumbs up button for me. And if you like my channel, if you like my videos, DIY tips and tricks, make sure you like this particular video and hit the thumbs up. And if you want, you can hit that subscribe button down below. That will let you know when I have new videos. So thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, guys, let's keep our drones up in the air, flying high. I'll talk to you guys later. Have an awesome day.